The weather in Toronto is really nice this week, so I'm gonna take you guys out with me to my first bike ride of the year and do some calisthenics at the park and give you guys a mini tour of Toronto Lakeshore along the way. So this is my summertime routine. When the weather's nice, I like to go outside for a bike ride and do calisthenics at the park instead of going to the gym. On the right hand side you see here is the Princess's Gate. There's not much going on there other than exhibitions. At the end of August, there is an event called the CNE, which is family fairs, rides, and food stands. So we're just turning into the west end of the Lakeshore West Boulevard. Lakeshore is pretty long, so today I'm just gonna show you the west side. So here we have the Inukshuk Park, which is constructed in 2002 to commemorate Canada's Aboriginal people. And as we continue further, you can see a lot of constructions going on right now. On the left-hand side, we have the Ontario Place, which used to be an amusement park, but then it got abandoned, and now the government is turning it into a spa. This entire ride used to be more or less like this. It's pretty scenic, but unfortunately, because of the construction, the entire Ontario Place section is just blocked off. So as you can see in the background, there's a bunch of high-rise buildings. That's the Humber Bay Shore, which we're not going to go as far today. We're going to stop just right around there where the Calisthenics Park is. But maybe later this summer, I will take you guys to the Humber Bay Shore and show you guys what it's like there. So on our left here, we have a public tennis court. I've never been there. I don't play tennis. And right beside it is the smaller calisthenic park. Sometimes I go here when I'm too lazy to bike all the way towards the other bigger one. And to the left here is the Boulevard Sports Club. And right after that is the Palais Royale. It's a banquet hall where there's weddings here. A few times I came across people in their wedding dress. And here on the left, we have the Sunnyside public pool, which opens in the summer for everyone. And then we arrive at our calisthenic park. So this is the biggest one in my vicinity. So that's why I like to bike ride here for some cardio and then do some push-pull exercises here. And today there's some crew here doing some maintenance on the tree branches. When it comes to calisthenics, I started doing this during the pandemic when the gyms were closed. What I like to do is pull-ups, push-ups, dips, and some ab exercises. I find this is a great full body workout because by coming here, I ride the bike, which is cardio, and then now I do full body workout and I get to enjoy the sun. So this routine has stuck with me even after the pandemic and I quite enjoy it. So I'm here at Trillium Park in downtown Toronto. The weather is really nice, so I decided to go out for a walk today and just enjoy the sunshine and the nice weather before I head to the Netherlands later this week. Going there to visit my partner for just a little under 3 months. Yeah, currently I split my time between Toronto and Netherlands. So yeah, a little bit about this park. When I first moved here in 2013, this park was not like this. And then I think they were still renovating, so it wasn't accessible at the time. And then now it's like a nice little park. It's still a nice little spot that you can kind of hide out if you're stressed. It's my little hideout spot anyways. So if you're ever in Toronto and you want to get away from Toronto, the hustle and bustle and busyness of Toronto, this is the place to be. It always makes me feel like I'm in a different country without being in a different country because it's just so kind of like away from Toronto, but yet it's close to Toronto, if you know what I mean. So yeah, this vlog is going to be very unstructured. Usually I try to make my vlog, or more recently, I try to make my vlogs more helpful, structured, and, you know, having a theme. But I think this one, there really isn't a theme because I'm still trying to figure out. But I'm very grateful for all of this and, you know, all you guys. In a way, it gives me a purpose. Reading the comments, it feels like I'm doing something. I'm sharing my life in a way that can help people. I don't know what that might be, but I think one of the reasons why I started sharing more about my life is because recently YouTube's been recommending me a lot of videos about people with terminal illnesses. So I've been watching a lot of that, and the more I watch it, the more I realize life is short. And I think it's because I mentioned life is short a lot in my videos, and then YouTube's like, this guy thinks life is short. Here you go. I don't know. It's the algorithm. Who knows? But I think I'm at a point where I feel like by sharing some of the things that is going on in my life, and if it can help others, then I think it's worth it. There's a lot of things that like it's not easy to share, and it's there's also things that are probably embarrassing to share. I don't know. I guess I'm on this journey where I'm just getting more comfortable sharing certain things, and that doesn't mean that I'm going to share everything in my life. I think there are definitely going to be things that I'm more open to share about, and I'm still working on what that is. So yeah, I'm just figuring out, and hopefully that some of these videos can help people out there one day, because at the end of the day, if and when I do pass away for whatever reason, at least these videos will live on and to help people, and I think that's a good thing. It's really quiet here, which I love, and I like coming out here when it's not during like prime time during the weekends. It gets really busy here, and there won't be much tranquility to be had. So while I was editing my previous vlog, it's not really a vlog. It's like a video about my sabbaticals and how it really changed my life. If you haven't had a chance to watch it, I highly recommended it. It took me a long time to edit. Was really excited to share with you guys. The interesting thing while editing through that video is that it's such an interesting thing to watch my entire life replay. And by doing so, I'm kind of like, wow, I've grown a lot as a person, which is a great feeling. And at the same time, looking back, you're like, oh my gosh, that's so embarrassing. Why did he do that? Like, there are things that I guess is just a part of the growing experience. I'm still growing. I'm still figuring it out. I think to an extent, everyone is. If someone comes in and tell you, hey, I got everything figured out, I would not believe them, because there's so much to life that like I don't think it's possible for someone to just figure it out. And that's something that I'm working on too, is also to recognize when other people are figuring out things, they might seem or appear that they have everything together. They can dress nice, they say the right things and be okay and be able to carry themselves in a conversation in public. That doesn't mean that they're not struggling in some ways. And I think by understanding that aspect, it helps me in being more understanding of why sometimes people behave inappropriately or annoys me or frustrates me. So that's something that I'm working on too. I'm right beside the airport, the downtown Billy Bishop Airport, so I don't know how loud these planes are. I don't know if you can hear that. Oh, it's so nice. I really like this like vibe, like quiet, away from all these hustle bustle. The thing about Toronto, I've been here for almost 12 years now, and I think there's another plane approaching. I'm gonna wait. It's going the other way, so I think we're good. They're just taxiing towards this end and then flying the other direction. Anyways, yeah, the thing with Toronto is that I've been here for 12 years now. At the beginning, I moved here when I was in my early 20s, and I think at that time everything was very exciting and new, and there's a lot more to do here than Calgary, which was a really great change. And also the job opportunity here is much better, at least like from what I've experienced in my industry. At the time, I don't know if it's different now back in Calgary, but I think it's time for me to start thinking about my next chapter, because yeah, Toronto does get very stressy at times. Everyone just gets all stressy because of work, and it's hard to check out of that mindset and behavior, because like when you're stressed at work, you're probably going to take some of that to an extent on your way home or outside to back to your home. And it's hard to get away from that energy. And I don't know what it means for me, but I think I don't think I would stay here for much longer. But right now I'm just gonna enjoy the time here, and splitting between here and Netherlands to visit my partner, which is a good thing for me. I think I need that change, because he lives in a tiny village where there's nothing around, and it's always nice to be in some peace and quiet. And this time around, I'm gonna travel some more around Europe with my partner because that's what we do in Europe. Exploring different Netherlands cities and around Europe because it's so easy to access. I love that. I'm also studying Dutch as well. I know it's not a very useful language because there's not very many people in the world that speaks it, but I think it'd be nice for me to be able to communicate in Dutch with my partner's parents and people there. And if I do end up moving there, then it'll be useful as well. So yeah, I don't know what this vlog is about. I'm just figuring it out. And thank you for coming along to watch this random dude on the internet trying to figure it out life. Maybe when I come back, I'll do some vlogs about Toronto because there are nice things about Toronto. I know I always mention about like work and stress. So I'll do some of that when I get back. But next time I'll see you, I'll be in the Netherlands. I don't know how the vlogs will be, but we'll see. Let's find out. All right, I'm going to go. Hope you guys take care. Enjoy the day. Peace. As we wait on the timing, together we find